Well, I guess there's a first time for everything, you guys, because today I'm going to be sharing a message that I got from Dolores Cannon, believe it or not. And as in case you don't know, this isn't something I normally do. In fact, this is going to be a first, and I'm going to get into exactly how it all came about. Because for the more left-brain people, logical thinking people, as these gifts come on, I think this might be helpful to help you know that it's just not your imagination. And so I'll get into that after this. But this just basically came to me. I was listening to Allison Coe's newest upload, actually, and they mentioned Dolores Cannon towards the end of it, and something about that was just kind of lingering with me after um, the video ended, and then I just heard Dolores Cannon's voice. So this wasn't like automatic writing or anything. I heard her voice, and this is the message that she gave me. And like I said, I'll get into more of exactly how it came about after I read the message, but I wanted to have it right up front in the video. All right, so she says, what you have to realize is that the world you're experiencing is your own individual experience. You create this experience through your thoughts, emotions, feelings, and actions. So the first big step is taking ownership of the power you have and realize the world you see is a reflection of you. Is the turmoil without the turmoil within? Like when you sit and watch things in the outside world that make you feel uncomfortable, sad, and disturbed, you bring that into your inside world. A lot of people right now are doing that. They're bringing things into their world that they have no control over and allowing it to dim their light, that light of creation that's constantly creating. So when you sit and watch the news all day feeling as though the world is going to hell in a handbasket, that's the reality you're creating for yourself. Instead, try this. When you see death and destruction, just know the exact opposite is also being created. In these difficult times, there's an uptick in a lot of heart-based energy like compassion, bravery, sacrifice, and many other opportunities that are created for people to demonstrate tremendous love for another, which is the exact energy needed for this shift. When you realize all that you gain from these experiences is the part that lasts, and death is only an illusion, you gain a deeper insight on all the challenges we can experience here because the exact opposite is also being created and experienced. It's that knowing that brings about a tremendous level of inner peace, which is needed at this time. Your peace can be contagious to those around you, so don't get too lost in the illusion. That's what brings about the fear. There is a level where the experiences are all truly a gift. The intensity of all the horrible things you see on the news is a direct reflection of the intensity of the beauty, a beauty that may even be hidden, but I promise you it's there. So instead of focusing on all the unpleasant things that come into your awareness, focus on the positive response to the negativity and have an appreciation for the difficult times, because as you may notice within your own life, it's during those difficult times that we learn and grow the most, and that's really what this whole journey is all about. And I actually thought she was finished there, but she actually added a little bit more, and I'll go into that. But here she says, people are holding back right now because they feel held back by all the people around them. People are waking up fast right now, so it's time to release that old energy of feeling like you can't move to the higher frequencies because too many people are asleep. Things are already moving to the higher frequencies. There's no need to hold back now. Trust your intuition. You have a tremendous amount of support helping you right now. You just wouldn't believe it. And that last line at at the end there brought me to tears because I could really feel just how much help we have because of working with people on their sessions with them, I can see all the help that they have individually. But what she sort of showed me there is not only individually, but collectively, there's a lot of help. There's a lot of, I just saw a lot of people sort of cheering us on, is what she gave me at the end. And it just brought a lot of excitement there. And so, yeah, I wanted to get into how this came through. So I just started hearing her voice right after I'd watched that Allison Coe video, and things had already been ramping up. And I know that it just can't be me. So please do share whatever things are starting to happen, new things happening for you guys down in the comments below. I think it'll be an encouragement to others to trust what's coming through, because I don't really feel like it's just me. I feel like it's the energy that's available to everybody right now to just tap in. Because even lately, I've been going through a lot of uh, I've been trying to stay high vibe, but I've had some dips, some things, just 3D things that we all deal with. And it hasn't seemed to, hamper this other stuff coming through. And as a matter of fact, my mom, through one of the difficult times I was having, my mom actually came through extremely, she was just so close and personal. And she comforted me in a way. She actually took me back to this childhood memory of being in church and laying on the pew across her lap and her like rubbing my hair. It was really a cool thing how she used the memory to comfort me in that moment, just like I was a little boy or something. It was a really cool experience. But she'd already been coming through in a lot of different ways and really coming through strong. So things had already been ramping up for me lately. And so when Dolores, I heard her voice, I immediately knew it was her, and the best way I can describe it was like if I had been watching a YouTube video of Dolores talking, and I would like say I play like just her for a sentence, and I'd hear her on the YouTube video, and then I would pause it, and then in my mind I would do a perfect recall of it. So it would be so fresh from my ears hearing it that I could do a replay. I'm sure you all are aware of that. Like when you're kind of not paying attention in a conversation, you have to kind of replay part of it to catch back up. So if you think of it like that, like I heard a YouTube video, I heard her voice super clear. I knew it was Dolores Cannon, and then I just like replayed it in my mind. So that's how it kind of came through. It came through very clear, to the point that my first thought was, I've got to record this, right? Normally you would think you'd want to go write it down, but I immediately went for my voice recorder because I was like, she's basically dictating to me what she's saying. So I started writing it, or, just I'd hear what she said and I'd say it into the voice recorder. And I just did this whole thing. And I thought she actually got to the end, what this whole journey is all about section. And then she added some more to this. So I actually cut my mom off too. Both times I cut off Dolores Cannon and I cut off my mom before they were finished. And they made me aware that I'd actually cut them off. So, which ended up kind of being a confirmation to the fact that, it wasn't just me like making stuff up. So when Dolores Cannon came through, she gave me this whole message and I recorded it. And then as I was going through and listening to my recording and typing it in, she was correcting things. Like she was actually showing me. So now, like the next time I know, I'll just go to straight typing it in as she's saying it, because what was happening is as I was speaking, I was filtering it a little bit. I had changed a few words. I guess like as you're having a conversation with someone, you kind of know like the next word they're going to say, but sometimes it might not be exactly what they were going to say. I had done that in a few places, and she pointed it out to me, and so it was really cool. And there was another place where I felt like I had done that and changed it, and with the word challenges. So there was some back and forth interaction there that lets me know it wasn't just like, just me making it up, but it does happen in that same place in the mind. But I did hear her voice very clearly, and as I was talking, it wasn't as clear as it was in the beginning. That's another reason why I want to just type. If I ever get a message like that again, just write it or type it in right away rather than using my voice, because that seemed to interfere a little bit with it. But even as I was going back through and she was like correcting little things, working with me, um, even beyond that, I got to thinking like, why? I was just kind of thinking, why did Dolores Cannon come through for me right now? Like, because I wasn't really. I know she was a guide. Candace Crawl Goldman got a message from her for me before, and she's come through in sessions before. So I knew she was one of my guides. This was just the first time that she actually directly talked to me, and I actually heard her voice and experienced her energy and everything. And it was really cool. So I know things are increasing because before now, my only interaction with people who were on the other side, really consciously anyway, was people that I knew from real life, family and friends that I actually really interacted with. So for her to come through, this is like new because I never knew her. But by the time I even realized who she was, she had already passed away. So this is really cool that things are increasing in this way. And I mean, I never would have dreamt of this. Just her speaking to me like, and it was even, I had to get beyond that doubt of it being made up, but she actually helped me after this message came through. I got to thinking about one of my big issues I'm having, and I was like, oh, well, you're the perfect person to ask. So I talked to her about it, and she actually pointed out this magical thing that had happened before and that validated and verified this whole thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have had the courage to get on here, but I know it's not me, you know what I mean? 100%. And she proved it in all this magical stuff, that synchronicities from the past with helping me with a personal issue, and it was just really amazing. So I really wanted to get on here and tell you guys to be open to all the possibilities right now. Things are ramping up, and yeah, just trust, like Dolores was saying, trust your intuition. Right now, it's more important than ever because there's so many lies going around out there, and so many people that mean well that might be, kind of leading people in the wrong way or whatever. So the best thing is to like go within, trust your intuition. All of our journeys are different enough that we should do that anyway, because there's like no cookie cutter answer for everything. So I think that most empowering message is that you do have a direct connection to your help. You have lots of help for your specific journey, and just to resonate in that, and trust your intuition. So lots of love, light, and unity. If you're having experiences, anything new, please share it down below. And it's exciting times, and I guess I'm going to have to figure out how this channel's kind of moving in a different direction, because I never thought of doing a message like this before, but it's exciting stuff, what's been coming through, not only in sessions, but directly to me now. So lots of light, lots of love, light, and unity. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Mm-hmm.